Hello, what's up? Where's my chat? Ayun. Meron na ulit tapos may voucher pa na less 300. We're talking that's the Lenovo Vibe Show. What's up, Kuyas? Check it out. I'm in the game. Wait lang. Post natin ang ating kagalingan, kaprohan. Prohan? That's a word, right? Gaming http://youtube.com/the-techno-class/live. Do-do-do. Ba-bum-ba-da-dum. Bum-ba-dum-bum. Bum-ba-da-dum. Hello, what's up everybody? Ang balita sa inyong buhay. Popost tayo ng link sa ating show. Let's see, comment. Good. Yes. Comment. Good. Twitter. There we go. Live show na, may gaming pa. May gaming pa. Nasaan na yung chat natin? Oh, ayan na si Tom Clancy. Lenovo K6 Note hype. Yes, Lenovo K6 Note is gonna launch in March. And March is 4 days away. Pero this is this BTS show is 1 day before the biggest Mobile World Congress stuffs. Bukas will be live streaming some Mobile World Congress stuffs. So, what's up, Kuya Gian? Ubus na vape juice ko, vape juice. Wow, may vape juice si Bench. What's up, Ronnie, Jay, Norms, Joe, Gasaris? Nag-start na ba? What's up, Antonio Arenas? Check out my Tumblr, man. Where's my Tumblr? This, Wow! Wow! Wait. Yun ang ano? Sabi ni Nightbot, mag-donate kayo. Paano ba yan? You must obey Nightbot. So before we start the show, our usual Kokak show, magsasayang tayo ng oras by playing some Tom Clancy Ghost Recon Wildlands Open Beta. Vape pa more. Tom Clancy Ghost Recon Wildlands Open Beta. That's a lot of words. Anong gusto nyong gawin nating mission? Let's do. You are now online. You are connected to Ubisoft servers. Oh no! Oh no! Yeah, may Nintendo Switch hardware controller daw. Don't worry about that. Nintendo Switch will be Nintendo Switch, and it will be Nintendo Switch. What is this? Destroy the mortal shell. What if we do this one? Kasi isa lang yung arrow. Anong kailangan gawin dito? Search the communicator. Let's do that.
We've got a location on a Santa Blanca communications hub in Montauk. I need you to hack the hub's message logs and see if we can ID the guy running their training program.
This game is called ilang words yan? Tom Clancy's Ghost Recon Wildlands Open Beta. Open Beta. What's up, Joseph Seguin? What's up, Koya Ison? Koya Ison. Thomas Laskowski. I like to keep all my devices offline. Well, that's not a way to live, man. You gotta live precariously. You gotta live to get hacked. You should always Your passwords will never. Oh no! Oh no! Wait! No! No! Oh boy! Woo! 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 Dodging missiles, baby! Sino si Tom Clancy? Ano ko yun? Oh shit! Oh yeah!
Hostiles just launched a SAM. Go evasive.
Tom Clancy is my bitch.
Hope the hornet's nest.
That's Tom Clancy, my bitch. Whoa! Missile approaching. Oh! That's okay. That's
SAM
okay.
inbound. Dodge the son of a bitch.
Oh, takbo! Nailed it. Nagbigay si Jollibee. Nagbigay si Jollibee ng USB Lite. Binigyan ka ng USB Lite? That's crazy.
Activity. Stay sharp.
That's crazy amount of money, man.
Inside the firing post.
Sorry madilim kasi yung game is currently in the why? Bakit wala akong drone? What? Give me my drone, man. What the heck? Wait, what the hell? I am JP Pi. Thank you for the subscribe. Bakit I can't launch my drone? What the hell's going on? Shut up. No. There's my drone.
The drone is up.
See, may drone ako dito. I don't have to pay thousands of monies for my drones.
I see a second target.
Oh, mahirap-hirap yung...
I got a third target.
Whoa, fucking guy's got an 80. I got eyes on a Jenny.
Oh, meron pa dito. Yan.
Marking a captain.
I'm seeing two narcos here.
Where you got him?
Near the
What's up, Robert Lieben? Ang daming kalaban. Anong gagawin natin? Mga AI lang kampi ko. Weak lang kampi ko. Kung hindi natin ma-stealth ito within like 10 minutes, just gonna go shoot everybody. So at least smooth na siya. Sorry naman, my PC sucks, man.
Tango on the roof. Tango on the roof.
Oh, shit.
Has long been one of mankind's great taboos, and taboos are made to be broken. Why else do we gorge ourselves on holidays? Why are carnivals and feast days of silence?
Sorry naman. I'm sorry if my PC sucks. Actually, the frame rate nung game na yon sa PC was good, but yung streaming software is not getting enough.
Habit of modern living.
Not getting enough frame rate. Okay. At the very least, naubusan natin. We have identified all of the dudes. That's good. Alright, we have identified all of the dudes. DJI Assassin Drone.
¿Qué, putito? ¿Quieres que te dé una probadita para que veas lo cabrón que soy?
Coming up on the objective now. We need to get inside and hack their message logs for intel. Let's move.
Is this PC Master Race? Hey, what's up, Kuya Jem? This is PS4. PS4 Master Race. Oh shit! No! What?
Tango down.
Nakita ko! What the hell? A birds! So, ang kadayaan ni Tom Clancy dito is nakikita mo...
Grenade, move.
Ay shit, but drone?
Grenade, move.
Grenade! Ah shit. We fucked it up. Fucked it up, boys. Here's what we'll do. We'll use some spotting measures, I guess. Spotting. Okay. What the fuck? May nakakita sa akin sa baba.
They're coming this way. What do you want us to do?
Run away! Like a pussy! like a fucking pussy.
Grenade!
That's a kill.
Oh, I can't get up on the... Can't get up on the damn... gulongs. Why stop shouting? I can't... Don't have to shout. Damn it.
We got mortars incoming! Down over there.
Woo. we're not doing so good, guys. Oh shit. What's going on? Oh. That guy's shooting at me. Touch pussy, berry meow. I know. I'm not doing the kokak,
Boom, target down.
I'm not doing the kokak people, a service, I'm not representing the such wow berry kokak generation by being such pussy.
Grenade! Watch out!
Oh no, he said fuck. Oh, busan ako ng bala nito. Let's, oh, no, don't shoot me, boy.
Take cover. I'm engaging tangos.
Oh boy. I apologize, in, advance for being, oh my god.
Target down.
Well, naubos natin sila for some reason. Shut the fuck up, Mr. Cartels people. Oh shit. 5 minutes, 5 minutes, and then we start the show.
He's down.
Grenade! Grenade, get to cover.
God. Oh. It's like playing Metal Gear, kind of. Oh, he's dead. We did it. Mag AMD Ryzen na ako. Hey, let's ask Isan. Isan, what's up with AMD Ryzen? Tell us about the AMDs.
This is a commendation. Looks like it came from a box of cereal or the Air Force or something.
Man, this mission was too easy, man. Too easy. Oh,
Target down.
what the what? Shoot that guy, dude. Shoot him. Alright.
Clear. How you guys holding up? Got a laptop here. Looks like it's connected to the network. Let's see what we can get out of it. Downloading now. Pushing the take.
What's up,
direct
Nebgear?
Stand by. Bowman, this is Nomad. I'm sending you message logs from a cartel comm center here in Montioc. If we're lucky, the name of the cartel senior instructor is in there.
I'm getting it now. Wait one.
And we're
Nothing at that
good.
point for their top guy.
Jump over this
There's
wall.
something interesting though. Looks like they've got search parties out looking for a deserter. One of their new recruits ran off a few days back. They think he might still be in the area.
How does that help us?
Yay, we did the mission. We didn't fail terribly.
Possible he came into contact with our guy.
You think this deserter can give us an ID?
Right. Asan
Only one
yung...
way to find out.
There.
We'll leave a marker so the rebels can pick up these supplies later.
Asan na yung supply? Here we go. Yay! What? Yay, there we go. So, I don't know kung alam nyo yung... ang daming resources dito. A lot. Tapusin natin yung resources. Just wait a little. And then we'll start the show. The show na pag-uusapan natin is Ryzen Vivo V5 Lite. Yes, nawala akong invite for some reason. That's okay. That's okay. Life goes on. Uh-huh. All right.
You want to check this spot out for intel?
So here's what we'll do. We'll throw C4 dito sa kanilang generator. There we go.
Demo's primed and in place.
Blow it up. Cool, guys. Do not look at explosions. And may resource dito na hindi ko makita. Tapos silang helicopter dito. Ang helicopter natin is sumabog nga pala yung helicopter natin, so we can't do anything. I think you can blow this up.
Yeah? If I buy it, do me a favor. Anything.
Demo's
Scatter my
primed.
ashes on the field at LA Memorial Coliseum. You go. How about you?
Nope.
Burn my hard drive. Just burn it. Drop it in the ocean, bury it under a rock at the bottom of the sea.
Let's just fast travel. Because we can do that. Whoa, wait, nandun na yan. Outpost. And that mission is complete. Let's go to Montuyok Bravo. Ryzen na. Everybody's talking about Ryzen. What's up? Tango down. Ryzen na this boy. Vivo V5 Lite na. It's Ryzen. Wala I guess walang interesado sa sa Ghost Recon. So ito topic ko sana to eh. Is the bro B-boy present? I will PM B-boy for you. Right before I show you what this game looks like. See? Some nice stuffs here. See? We are in the volcanic area with some wonderful snow mountains. Right there, see? And then pag nakita mo may mga birds dyan. Birds. See, may pelicans. Look at them birds. Them boys. Malamang hindi nyo nakikita kasi low res lang yung may B-boy news tayo if you want, okay? We can have some B-boy news, but I need to change my setup once we start the show in earnest, because I will need to change my monitor here. Stream is still good, I think. Okay, stream good. I will need to desktop capture, not LGP. There we go. And then some reason, okay, tama lang. Good. This is the first time I've switched monitors while doing this show, so tayong kapaan time. So ang kailangan kong ilipat ngayon is yung my headset. So I will be like 5 seconds and then lilipat ko yung headset ko. 3, 2, 1, go. Wow, such movie magic here on BTS. Oh, come on. Okay, assuming that worked, if I do test, perfect. You'd think, my God, I'm a streaming fucking expert. Holy shit. Everything works, man. No technical issues in this show, ever. So, i-message natin si B-Boy. What do you want to ask? B-Boy, buhay ka pa ba daw? Sabi ng BTS viewers. Go. Hunt time. Ryzen na this. What you talking about? Oh, I'm blinking. Let's change the green screen. We're gonna make sure this show is like the most professional live stream show you've ever seen in the entire universe. Alright? Brother B-Boy got abducted by MI. You know what? Okay, so here's our B-Boy news, alright? We have some very important B-Boy B-boy stuffs, B-boy news, okay? Wait, I gotta do, ang kailangan kong baguhin is this because... no, it works. Alright, John Cena works. Let's go... Kimstore. Right. Kasi there's some big news in the front of in the side ni Kimstore. Si Kimstore ay buhay na ulit. Buhay na ulit si Kimstore. And tingnan niyo mabuti. Alright, so ang kanilang ano bang mga post nila? Oh, si Joey Abio nag-post. Yesterday. Okay. So simula yesterday, Kimstore is back. So ang last post nila yan, January 29. January 30 sila ni Raid, by the way. January 30 sila ni Raid ni B-Boy. So, January 29 yung last post nila. And then February 22, may post na ulit. May post sila about the 6-port USB charging station at $499 only. Yan, makita mo yan. Oh, yan. Sige, oh, yan. Yan yung 6-port hub nila. So, they're back. They're back in business, my friends. They're back in business. And then nag-post sila about the sound bar. Then nag-post sila about itong memory stick for iPhone, right? Na Apple's iOS. And then ito, may post sila ng kanilang February 22 status message, right? Yan, basahin natin. The love we feel is real. What? Parang ano ah. It's like a hip-hop hip-hop song. The love we feel is real. Thank you so much. #community. Never thought we'd mean this much to you, but based on the comments we've been reading at our recent posts. On our recent post. At our recent post? That's wrong. Wrong grammar. Ano yung putol ng... What's going on here? Oh. Yeah, there we go. Perfect green screen. Never thought we'd mean this much to you, but based on the comments we'd been reading on our recent posts, the love is there. We're reading every single one of them, and thank you, really. We love you guys more. Stay tuned for more awesomeness. Kimstore is Philippine-based. Yes, they are. They got raided by customs back in January 30, and they had to shut down for like up until February 22. Now, the real story we don't know yet, but rumors and speculation says that Randolph Novino of Pinoy Screencast, aka B-Boy, is the one who sent the Bureau of Customs to Kimstore. Grammar Nazi, what's up, RJ? Yes, I'm a grammar Nazi. So usually, normally they delete the comments that are saying bad about things about them on their page, but so you'll see a lot of comments that are praising them. Honestly, I don't know how many percentage is the ones that are positive versus the ones that are negative. But you know, usually Kimstore, I have nothing against Kimstore. I just need to know. We just need to kind of know if there was something political about that. My green screen. Come on, man. Don't mess up this amazing live stream. I just need to know if gray market is good or bad, right? We just need to know, is it legal? Is it not legal? Or something like that. According to this, okay, okay, good. So our topics for today's show, the more you know. Now we need a sound zinger when it's the more you know. The power of knowledge. So welcome to the show. Today is February 25th, 2017, and it is literally less than 1 day before the big Mobile World Congress announcement, MWC. And not to toot my own horn, I'm gonna show you the first one that you need to be paying attention to. The first one is gonna be LG live stream by tomorrow. It will be, if I'm not mistaken, 6 p.m. our time. right? So let's see, upcoming. Yeah, so the first one is gonna be this one, right? So AMD, wait, LG, wait, it's saying I'm streaming now, but of course I am. LG G6 will be February 26, 6 p.m., right? And then this is Philippine time, obviously. And then the next one is in 26 hours, 1 a.m., or actually 2 a.m. Philippine time, February 27. So this show is like the precursor to MWC, but thankfully we have a lot of stuffs. We have a lot of topics to cover for today. It's just that next week will be much more. By tomorrow, it will be much more interesting time for people who are looking for flagship phones, LG G6, and I'm hearing there's a teaser. I'm hearing there will be a teaser for the Galaxy S8. Galaxy S8. So, what are I hear you ask. Anong topics for today, Kuya? What topics do we have for today? Well, we have this. Rack table ni Kuya Bibs. Hindi ako interesado sa rack table niya, siya lang interesado eh. Ang mahal naman kasi, I'm not gonna buy something like that, dude. But, you know, tables are good. And I have a Motorola M. This looks like a Motorola M look din, ano? Based on the color and the what? This looks like a Moto M based on the metal build and the Motorola logo. But keep in mind, this is not a Motorola, what is this? Tumbler. It's just, may sticker lang siya ng Motorola yung binigay sa amin. Right? Nag-PM sa akin si Kuya sa Skype, makigulo nga sa stream. Sino yan? Sino sabi mo? Marami naman pera si Kuya Alexi dahil sa stream. Marami naman pera. Let's hope so. Let's you know, otherwise wala akong kikitain this month. Nuclear reactor daw battery ng S8. You know what? I'm fine with that. Marami nakikipag-joke, lokohan about the nuclear reactor battery, but I'd be happy. I'd be happy if I had a portable nuclear reactor sa phone ko. I'd be like, yeah! And then kabitan mo ng what do you call this? Proton. Lagyan mo ng Ghostbusters na baril. Nuclear budget phone ko, yeah. What do you mean budget phone? What are you talking about? What's going on? So our topics for today includes these ones on my notes. Right? See? Bring up the size. There we go. So we have the super early hands-on. Not that hindi pa na hands-on ito ng ibang tao, but we have the locally branded VR phone called the Arsenal VR1. I'll give you a full screen. Even though hindi ko pa naayos yung chat. Don't worry about the chat. Wait, maayos ba yung chat? No, it's using... Maayos ba yung chat? Is that... Oh yeah, it is the chat. This is the Arsenal VR1. Hydrogen the bomb. Promising ng konti ang Zenfone Live. Yeah, I'm interested in the Zenfone Live primarily because it's designed for live streaming. So, I like live streaming. That's me. What are we doing right now? Live streaming! What do we want? Live streaming! Hindi ko na alam yung ibang lines doon. So we have the Arsenal VR1 here. A premium brand by Torque Mobile, but the future ones will not have the Torque branding anymore. And then this is going to be one of our topics for today. In fact, here's what I'll do. I will reboot the phone. And mag-Antutu score ako right now. Kasi kaka-install pa lang. I just literally had like half a day to install everything on this phone. So half of today. Nakuha ko to late evening yesterday. So we're gonna reboot that. We're gonna run Ambubu score. Um, 5K under. What do you mean? Anong pag-uusapan natin sa 5K under? Si Firefly Mobile may sale. if you're interested in something like that. Joel Casares says Zenfone 3 Max 5.5, Zenfone 3 Laser, or Vivo V5 Lite. Well, let's talk about the Vivo V5 Lite. So, okay, so ito yung, like I said, here are our topics for today. For today is Zenfone Live, Arsenal VR1, which I have right here. We're gonna talk about AMD Ryzen, because what? AMD is back. Motorola Moto M, or actually, I think hindi na nila ginagamit yung Rola, so it's just Moto M. LG X Power 2, kaya lang hindi ata sa Pilipinas darating yung X Power. But the X Power 1 did arrive in the Philippines, so may chance na dumating sa Pilipinas ito. But not that big a deal yet because hindi pa dumarating dito. Kimstore is back. Like I said, pinag-usapan natin just earlier today. The Nokia 3310, there's rumors about it. And then the ROG GX800. Actually, hindi ko pinrepare lahat ng mga... I just googled these guys. We're gonna talk about them. The only thing I know about is a little bit about the AMD Ryzen. The Moto M, nandun ako nung event. It's a decent phone. Yun nga lang. For a lot of viewers nitong show na to, I think it might be a little pricey. It's 15,000 and a Helio P15. But it's built like a tank, you know. It's built like this wonderful Motorola tumbler. Sponsored. 5K under budget Android phone, kuya. Manuelito Lazaro. Hindi pa rin nagbabago ang mundo ng 5K, below 5K eh. Wala naman lumabas na below 5K na sobrang have to have eh. Ito kahit hindi ko na pinopromote yung brand. Maghanap ka ng ito. Yan. Italics ko pa para sa'yo. Right? Wala pa rin tatalo dito. Dito. Yan. Yan, nakikita mong yan. Wala makakatalo dito. Tug natin. Yan. Lagay ko pa sa likod ng lakad. Yan. Oh no, my hand is going inside! Ah! Wala pa makakatalo. Seriously, meron ba? Meron ba sa viewers natin ngayon na magsasabi, itong phone na to mas maganda sa dito? Flarex? Flarex boys? No. Ano? Sige lang. Just subukan nyo lang. Subukan yung talunin nito ng ngayong 2017. Subukan nyo lang. Sa 5,000 pababa. Now. The budget market has gone to complete shit. Shite. So yun yung ating topics for today. Let's start with the Vivo. I'm full of what do you call this? Excitement today, I guess. We're gonna talk about the Vivo V5 Lite right now. Let's actually, may website naman sila, right? So let's go search for that. Vivo 5. Keep in mind, sinabi mo 5,000 pesos pababa. So there's not a lot of options. Wala nga pala. Type Vivo. There's not a lot of options. Okay, kuya, check ko yung specs, kuya. Salamat po, kuya. Don't worry. You're welcome, man. You're welcome. Alam ko ang hindi ka yung specs na yan, sasabihin mo, ba't ang luma na specs at whatever. What phone is still relevant in 2017 na nilabas the past few years? There's very little. Very little. Pwede mong sabihin yung mga I don't know. Like, wala, hindi ko marespeto yung ibang produkto na lumabas eh. It's just not worth the trouble, but you know what? That's up to you. Ang problema lang ako yung tinanong mo eh. So yun yung sagot ko. Right? Vivo V5 Lite, 16 megapixel, soft light camera. Perfect selfie. 16 megapixel front camera. Perfect. Yep. The 16 megapixel front camera creates powerful high resolution images featuring extraordinary clarity, vivid natural colors. With every selfie, we always took your best. Selfie spotlight. Oh, meron siyang LED flash. Right. Face beauty mode. Whee! Oh my god, what happened to your face? Where? Lumalaki yung mata nila, tingnan mo. Wow! Nagalit si Aaron Ocampo sa Android 1 G1. Wala, hindi na lang ako mag-Android 1 G1. Let's say, Kokak. What's a Firefly something or whatever. Mahirap lang maghanap ng Android 1 G1. So, as always, people still don't understand how fucking ridiculous beautification is. But there it is. And then yung mga babae sa mundo is like, oh no, as the supermodels, they create a false no, because of all the Photoshop that happens when the supermodels pose in the nude like this, and then pino-Photoshop yung katawan nila, pino-Photoshop yung mukha nila, lahat airbrush yung katawan, and then you fucking bitches take selfies and then don't fucking think twice when you take it in beautification mode. And it's like, oh, no, it's just, adding makeup and fuck you. Fucking real beauty bullshit. Manolito, parang okay naman yung Moto E 2nd gen, 4K na lang, kaso out of stock sa Lazada. Yeah, I think mahirapan siya. Plus the Moto E is a little bit lower spec. But the Moto E is pretty good. It's just not, it's a little old, I guess. And wala na rin siyang nougat and all that, so send nudes na lang. Let's see here. Seek brilliant design. We have 3 gigs of RAM, 32 gigs of storage with an octa-core processor. Now I wanna know. Punta tayo kay Pinoy Screen Card. Wala namang message si B-Boy eh. Oh my god. Tito is liking a lot of the stuffs. Take beauty mode. What's up, Shades and Ice? Shades and Ice, we're talking about the Vivo V5 Lite. Vivo V5 Lite. Price at $9990 or about $200. What octa-core processor is the Vivo V5 Lite? Tingnan mo website ni B-Boy, hindi man sinasabi ko anong processor. Tangina. What the is it not 1080p? What the fuck? What the fuck? You gotta be fucking kidding me with this. Oh no! It's fucking. Oh. The fuck is this? Pipe. Fuck. It's a what processor are we talking about here? OS. EU Octa. It doesn't even say. Smart Split 2.0, whatever. What the? What the fuck? 720p. $3,000 mAh battery, 3 gigs of RAM, 32 gigs of storage. What processor are we talking about? Tingnan natin si Yugatech. si Joel. Jo, what? What the fuck is this? No information! According to Joel Casares and according to Vivo V5 Lite Group, it's a 65... 60... What? What the fuck? 6750? What the fuck? What the fuck? What the fuck is this? What? There's no fingerprint scanner. It's 720p. Ano? What fucking year is it? What the fuck year is it? Oh my god, are we in 2015? Did I time travel? What the fuck? Nagmamahal yung telepono! Pumapangit yung processor! Nagmamahal yung telepono! Pumapangit yung resolution ng screen! What the fuck is going on? Wala na ba Flash Plus 2 sa sa mundo? Where's the product page? Send me to the product page. What? Asan yung fan page ng Flash? Thank you for the subscribe. Omer Bevo. Omer Bevo. What is going on? Asan na yung wala na bang Flash Plus 2 sa Lazada? Ibenta ako kayo ng Flash Plus 2, meron ako dito. 10,000. Ano nangyayari sa mundo? What's up, Nyaw Nyaw? Alternative progress. What the fuck? Alright, here's an example of a phone that is... Nilagay pa nila Alcatel Flash Plus 2. Mali talaga. Mali si Lazada nun. And then at most, 8,500 pesos. At most, 8,500 pesos. You have 3 gigs of RAM, full HD display, made of metal. Obviously, kaya lang hindi siya removable yung metal body niya. 3 gigs of RAM, 32 gigs of storage, with micro SD, dual SIM LTE, with a 6755 Helio P10. Wala na ata Flash Plus 2. Ibig sabihin, bumabalik tayo sa Stone Age. Nawala lang yung Flash Plus 2, bumabalik tayo sa Stone Age. What is going on? Wait, okay, si Flash Plus 2 meron pang yung mamahaling DAC, Digital Audio Converter na hindi ko pa na-testing. But bukod pa doon, we have audio amplifier nga. We have a fingerprint scanner, a removable battery for people who are like, removable nga ba? Hindi ko manatanda. What? Are we going backwards? Better processor, better display, better price, with a fingerprint scanner. Like I said, what the heck is going on? Okay, so ano yung isa? D55, Y55. Tinatamad na ako maganap, so I'll just click on Yugatech. This is the Snapdragon 430. Right? Snapdragon 430. 720p. This is priced at... Price? My god, this is why it's hard to find stuff like this. The Antutu score is higher, mind you, than the... Kano to ulit? I know it's less than... It's like 9,500. What's going on, Vivo? What? 16 megapixel camera? That much? Pishan Nabi, what's up? Elegant Sheto, what's up? E3, no, wala ako sa listahan na to. Admittedly, the Vivo V5 itself is a Snapdragon 6750 as well. What is this? What is going on? Snapdragon 430! Go for this! Alam ko pinost ko yun. Baka sa YouTube ko lang pinost do. Baka wala sa website. Wala sa website. Sub 8,000 price tag. Sub, what? Magkano? Wala ba sa Lazada ng Vivo Y55? Ano gano'n kamahal yung yung 16 megapixel camera? Alright. This is 8,000 pesos. The Y55. Snapdragon 430. 720p display. Okay lang. Fine. Right? We have 8 megapixel with 5, 16 gig, and 2 gig RAM. But we're talking about the 8,000 peso phone here versus a 10,000 peso phone. Baka binabawi nila yung product placement nila sa pelikula. Baka retro Vivo yun. Man! What? I thought it was gonna be a good topic. It's apparently a really terrible fucking topic. No, this is the V55 pa. Yeah, Y55 pala. Vivo V. Ganun kamahal yung 16 megapixel. Ganun kamahal yung 16 megapixel front camera nila. It's a 10... I don't understand. Michael Afrank. Thank you for the subscribe. My God. It's like they're asking like 5,000 pesos for the 16 megapixel camera or something for the selfie. Oh boy. It's like the premium on the selfie camera is just so high these days, huh? As a Vivo V5 Lite, holy shit. What can you buy with like 10,000? You can buy a lot. Yeah, alright. Admittedly, I guess if it's a selfie-centered camera, ang kalaban mo is Oppo F1S, which does not have a 1080p display either at 12,000. Sino pa ba yung mga selfie-centered phones? Oh my God, dude. That is just so bad. You have a super old processor too. I can't look. I can't look anymore. Just too much. It's just too much. if selfies are important to you, okay lang maging 6750, pero sana gawin nila 3310 yung build quality. I don't think that's gonna happen. But I don't know if it's made of metal. It might be made of metal. O, tingnan mo si B-Boy. Ano pa yung mali yung nilagay nila sa information ni B-Boy. O, Y66 lagay ni B-Boy. Ano ni B-Boy to lahat. God damn, dude. Shoutout po. What's up, Jamir Daban? Made in America. Yeah, all right. Let's stop. I had. Unfortunately, this is what happens when you don't read the specs before starting the show and be like, I'm interested in this Vivo V5 Lite. Unfortunately, wala akong event. Hindi ako in-invite sa event, so I'm like, yeah, let's see what Vivo is up to, because I had yung Y55. I was impressed with their Y55 phone at the time. It was 8,000 pesos. It's like a really good entry into the Snapdragon 430 space. And one of their what was that phone na may fingerprint scanner? Holy crap! I know they have. Ayoko ng P9 Lite. I don't like the P9 Lite if only because it reminds me that it's not the Huawei P9, and they should it's by all means it is not the Huawei P9, and it's just a masquerade. It's a fake Huawei P9. They should call it a P8.5. Alright, I know I have a Vivo phone here. No, let's see. Not the V5, obviously. There you go. Pairs the Snapdragon 430 with FunTouch UI for 470. Tama nga yung aking video about it. I thought it had a fingerprint, but might have been a different phone. Alright. I'm kind of disappointed V5 Lite, but you know, if you are a selfie-taking person, millennial generation person that has to have them 16 megapixel selfies, even though they're probably really, really blurry when it comes to low light situations. There you go. Vivo V5 Lite is available for you for 10,000 pesos. Let's move on. Let's get out of here. Get out of here. How about this one? Minimum ata ngayon 2017 na magandang CPU would be the 430. I like the 430. The 430 is like my my entry-level processor of choice. Kasi I don't like MediaTek for certain things. If it's just a generic phone that I will use for gaming, social media, photos, stuff like that, I'm fine with MediaTek. But if I need to do some GPS, some accurate GPS, na mabilis, na whatever, I prefer Snapdragon phones. Kasi medyo it's that's what you pay for it. That's what you pay for. Yung slightly lower speed of acquiring GPS, slightly less quality silicone, whatever. And I believe the Snapdragon 430 is part of the new generation of 14 nanometer processors, if I'm not mistaken. Let's Snapchat nilagay ko. What the heck? Snapchat Dragon. Is it gonna tell us? Let's see. Is it 14 nanometer? I'm pretty sure it's 14 nanometer. Yes, it is. Is it not? Yeah, I think it is. 14 nanometer is a really good technology for mobile processors. So, sobrang tipid niya sa baterya. There you go. 14 nanometer. For third. There we go. No, it's 28? I guess it's 28 nanometers. So, mali ako. Lol. Alright. So, 625 pa lang. I guess 625 is what we really want. What we really really, really want. Yung gadgets natin, advanced set provider nasa 19th era pa. They're improving, but yes, we're still fucked. Though thankfully, supposedly mas mataas na tayo sa Indonesia sa average average connection speeds. Tama ba 'yon? Philippines now second slowest internet ba 'yon? Is that the right ano? Basta may ano yun eh. Internet. I can't type for shit. Faster than... Oh, here we go. At 8.24 Mbps, Philippine mobile internet is now faster than Indonesia. According to JP Morgan Securities, for the fourth quarter of 2016, mas mabilis na daw ang download speeds na. Pero LTE ito. Average LTE download speeds went up from 8.24 from 7.27. I guess yung local internet, yung mga DSL hindi counted dito. So wala ring it doesn't really matter, I guess. But dumadami na rin yung fiber and stuff natin. So cross fingers magka-fiber tayo very soon. Para hindi na ako nagbabayad ng 5 pesos per 15 minutes to stream BTS every Saturday. Oh my god. Oh, talaglag yung piso. So what's our next topic? Is 430 more powerful than 615 from 2 years ago? I'd say yes. The 615 is a piece of shit. Put it simply, the 615 was a overheating, under-throttling piece of fucking utter dog shit turd. And you are a sucker if you bought it for gaming. Now, 615 is okay for general purpose work. But even if you're just multitasking your phone, 615 will lag once it starts, overheating. Hindi siya mag-iinit sa kamay mo. It's not gonna overheat on your hand. But it will downclock like a bitch. 615 is one of the worst years of Qualcomm. And then a follow-up yun ng one of the worst years of Qualcomm. Snapdragon 810 in the 808. Holy shit, that was fucking stupid year. So what are we talking about now? Oh, Zenfone Live. Zenfone Live. Now, if I'm not mistaken, in-announce ito in Russia or something. Let's see. I think wala pang price eh. I really want to know what the price on this is. It's 720p. Price ba? May price? No, it doesn't look like there's a price. Quad core. No. Alright, let's read about the Zenfone Live. Now, this is another phone that may or may not arrive in the Philippines. So, tame your expectations, I guess. But ang design siya for live streaming, which I'm near and dear to my heart. Also, sa League of Legends may Rise, tapos mag-release ng AMD ng Ryzen. Half-Life 3 confirmed. Wait, hindi ko gets. I know magkapareho si Ryzen. But I don't know if anong kanalaman niya sa Half-Life 3. Zenfone Live is the world's first smartphone with hardware-optimized real-time beautification technology. Ano naman tayo sa beautification? But I like the sensor, 1.4 micron. It's pretty big in terms of microns. Live streaming your selfie video has never been clearer, brighter, or more beautiful. That's the important thing about selfies. Not megapixels. It's about your microns. Your pixel pitch is what they call. Not megapixels! Not megapixels! Magte-test. I-on ko yung ating gotta start our Antutu test on the Arsenal VR1. Alright, nag-start na siya. Not freaking megapixels! Stop with the megapixels! Fuck it! It's not about megapixels. It's about your pixel pitch, your lens quality, your sensor quality. World's first live streaming beautification technology. Whatever the fuck that is. It's gonna apply some beautification sa mukha mo while nagla-live stream ka. Whatever. I'm sure somebody out there who's trying to be popular on Instagram, somebody who wants to be a social media influencer, isa sa mga yun would be like super happy about the live beautification feature. And I understand the need to make yourself look more beautiful than you are. So I'm not 100% complaining about the technology. I'm just saying it's kind of fucking hypocritical. It's kind of like you're creating a fake version of yourself. It's like adding an Instagram filter to your real life. 410 ng Zenfone Live. Let's read a little bit about it. Real-time glamour you want to share, blah blah blah. May live streaming platform siya. Dual microphone audio. I guess that's okay, but I don't know if... I mean, a lot of phones have dual microphone audio. Let your selfie shine. 1.4 micron pixel size, 82%, 82 degrees field of view. Oh, may LED flash pa siya. Okay. For an even more glamorous view. Ito yung ano niya. Non-beauty and then regular beauty. It looks like a friggin' doll. This looks like a person. This looks like a doll. But, okay. Fine. 13 megapixel pixel master camera sa main. Wait, anong megapixels yung selfie niya? Hindi sinasabi kung ilang megapixels. The elegantly curved design, 2.5D glass. Whatever, dual SIM, dual standby. Zen UI, the most bloated UI you can ever buy in the world of phone. Let's look at the specifications. We have Android 6.0. This is what? Okay, let's on yung processor niya. According to this, it's a... But hindi niya sinasabi. Okay, great. Some fucking helpful website you are. I guess hindi pa nila sinasabi kung ano yung processor talaga. This right here, the processor is quad-core 1.2 GHz Cortex A53. Snapdragon 410. Oh my god. It's gonna be a cheap phone kung Snapdragon 410 ito. 720p display, 2 gigs of RAM, 16 or 32 gig storage with micro SD, 2650 mAh battery. So ang main selling feature lang nila is the beautification mode, nothing else, ano? So meron siyang specific app called the Beauty Live app that beautifies your video feed before it goes to your live streaming app. Is that it? Otherwise, if Asus develops their own app to live stream to Facebook and Twitter and what? Ano ba yung may app siya dito, no? So, here is the old... Okay, pag-aralan natin mabuti kung gusto nang... Pag-aralan natin. Ito yung regular ano niya, right? So, you click this app from Asus and then it says, how much beauty do you want to be? Dito sa baba. Yan, nakita niyo sa baba. And then you click either Facebook or YouTube kung saan ka gusto mag-live stream. And from what it looks like, ipapasa niyo yung video feed ng selfie mo to the Facebook app. Kasi this looks like a native Facebook streaming app right here. You can't see my mouse, unfortunately. So on the left frame, looks like an unprocessed, non-beautified face. On the middle frame, it looks like it's you're selecting which platform you're gonna live stream. And then on the right frame, it looks like you're live streaming on Facebook on the natural Facebook app. So it's either may hook siya, may API si Facebook, may API si Asus, how to, you know, send a modified video camera. Big up, jungle is massive. What are you talking about, Gadget Addict? Big up, jungle is massive. Is that like a music song lyrics? So there's the Zenfone Live. There's no price yet, but it's gotta be like 8,000 pababa, right? It can't ask for more than 8,000 pesos based on these specs. Magkano ba yung beautification sa live stream sa inyo? But no, I'm not gonna ask that. But I'm gonna close this because I'm also disappointed again with that topic. What else do we have? A lot of stuff here. Nokia 3310. Do you want to talk about the Nokia 3310? Rumor. So there's a rumor that the Nokia 3310 that Nokia is bringing back will be an old school version with old school software, but a color display though. It will be running on Series 30 Plus, a feature phone OS that runs on recent Nokia branded phones like the Nokia 150. So it's a 3310 design but running on the modern interface of Nokia phones. With color screen, multiple colors, face plates, possibly swappable. 3310 and U150. Meron pa bang libreng cloud storage ang mga Zenphones ngayon? Does it matter though? There's so much free cloud storage on OneDrive and Google Drive. Will you be doing a GR5 2017 review? If I can get a unit that I will be reviewing, I will do a review, yeah. But I don't have a unit right now. I have a Huawei P9, but that's an entirely different phone. I think the cloud storage it's very easy to come by. Just get OneDrive or Google Drive, and you're perfectly fine. I think just all of that, you know, Asus OneDrive or what is the free thing from Asus Live? Free cloud store, Asus cloud storage. I don't like their service. It's just another service that I need to be running an Asus phone for, or some bullcrap, and it's part of the Asus suite of bloatware shit that I don't like. And I disable instantly, because it does everything to annoy you. A lot of notifications. Hey, try out Asus Drive. Try out. Hey, come, encourage us. You know, send us a feedback. Fuck you! It's my feedback. The older Nokias were decent because they're built like a brick and can last for 30 years, 20 years on a single charge. You're overstating things. It's only 19 years on a single charge. Put a fancy color screen in modern OS and Wi-Fi, and it's too far away from what made Nokia so good to start with. What do you mean, like a big screen, or just? I think it's fine, like if you give it a small but color screen and a faster processor at least, to be like, so you don't have to penangle with the old Wi-Fi. I have phlegm. So that's the Nokia 3310. This one I don't really want to talk about. Everybody already read up on the Galaxy S8, so I don't need to talk about this. But if you're not, as you can see, oh my God, it's LTE capable. What the? Like, seriously, it's nakakatawa minsan. Sometimes it's funny. Like, people have the Galaxy S8 is 4G LTE capable. Holy shit! My mind is fucking blown. Iris scanner. This is fucking bull. Nobody uses the fucking Samsung Knox. Everybody hates Samsung Knox because it's one of the few things that makes your Samsung phone much harder to root than other phones. The Samsung Knox. Full rectangle, 6.1-inch rounded corners. Blob, 4 gigs of RAM, 64 gigs of storage, wireless charging. Android operate. Holy shit! It's running Android! Oh my god, I didn't know this! I thought the Galaxy 8 was gonna run Symbian. Fucking. Oh man. Oh well. He's gonna run Nougat. Okay. 100. I'm gonna bet 5,000 pesos. Galaxy 8 will run Nougat. Jesus Christ. Some specs on the Galaxy LG G6. Bukas na to eh, so I don't. Wide angle rear camera, 125-degree field of view. Boring. Let's see what our arsenal has. God, okay. Alright, our Antutu score. Our Antutu score for the Arsenal VR. Here's our Antutu score. Go. This is gonna be our next topic kasi wala na masyadong topics. We have like, what are the topics for today? Oh yeah, we have LG's G-Power 2. Talked about the live. So tanggalin ko na to. Talked about this. Control, no, not Control T, mali. Sorry. Delete this section. That's how you strike through. This one, yeah. Ang hirap mag-strike through. So, tapos na tayo doon. Tapos na tayo sa... Oh yeah, Moto M. Let's talk about... M? You want to talk about Moto M? Actually, marami pa tayong topics. Then... What else? Ryzen VR1 3310, 2% on 3310. Ano natin yan? At least taki ang 3310. Let's hope the new version of the 3310 is about as solid as the old 3310, right? Let's talk about the AMD. Oh wait, the AMD. Not the AMD. Let's talk about the Arsenal VR1. But we're gonna have to do some. I need to set up a tripod muna. Actually, should I be? Can I be able? Am I able to do that? Hindi ko pala na set up yung next cam. Ito na lang. Here's what we'll do. Gonna do. What is this one? No? What is... Ano tong mga ginawa kong to? Turn this... Okay. Alright. So, turn this off. Okay. Nakalimutan ko mag-setup eh. So, here's what we'll do. Okay. Hiya! I'm Mr. Webcam. There's the Arsenal VR1. Slow natin ng konti. There we go. Maikli ang cable na webcam. Actually, tinali ko kasi yan eh. Here's the Arsenal VR1 smartphone. This is actually a sub-brand by some of the guys from Torque Mobile. Swipe this off. Ang problema nito is the brightness is just I'm on manual brightness right now and nasa lowest na ako, and that's about it. That's all I can do. That's the brightness I can do right there. Now, the Arsenal VR1 is... How much is this guy? 12K? Ang ganda. Ano nangyari sa ano ko? Alright, let's see here. 11,990 and available sa 1-2 shop. Then may libre siyang VR headset, which I have right here. Why VR headset? Now, if I'm not, you should be able to fold this. Medyo ano lang. There's a little bit of finagling around with this polycarbonate polycarbonate box. It's not cardboard. It's waterproof. Right? It's waterproof. It's not cardboard. Ano ba material? Para siyang credit card, yung material ng credit card. Or, hindi, mga swipe card. Mga ganun. It's like the, hindi ko na lang siya i-fold down. But you can fold this down. Kailangan mo lang i-unhook yung dalawang cardboard material. Then you can put your phone in there, you can VR the stuff. Anong keyboard ko? This is the Dragon War Atomos brand. Hindi mo makita yung brand. It's right there. It says Dragon War Atomos. It's a nice keyboard, but it's also old. Wow, 12K parang nag-overheat ata packet ko. Sakit. So, hindi masyado, I mean, specs-wise, this is not the highest spec device out there. But, keep in mind, this is better than the Vivo V5 Lite. So it has a 5.2-inch Full HD display. Ang tawag nila is JDI LTPS display. One of the better displays out there kung tinanong nyo yung mga nakakaalam sa mga displays, right? This is Full HD JDI LTPS. Hindi mamahalin tong keyboard na to, 3,000 lang yan. 3,000. And marami ng murang keyboard ngayon. I'm actually gonna do a manual focus on my camera. Para sa inyo. For you guys. Do this. Oh, check out that focus, man. Holy shit. That's some macro stuffs, man. Sobrang nati-trigger kayo sa keyboard ko, ah. Alright, so here's the Arsenal VR1. It's made of metal. And it's actually one of the thinnest phones in existence, I guess. This is only 7.2 millimeters thick. And may maliit na camera bump. Good. Wow! Shiny. May Arsenal logo siya dito. And then VR1 logo sa ilalim. Alright, let's... Oh, may na yung flashlight ko. What the heck? Papainggit naman sa autofocus. So, it's a nice looking phone. There's a little bit of bezel dito sa baba. My other ilaw. My ilaw. Boom! I don't think nakakatulong yung ilaw ko, but cool lang siya, cool. There you go. So, hindi siya chamfered edge. It's more like a curved edge. The display, the glass is curved. Sa harap. You can see right there. Then may fingerprint scanner dito sa baba. Which also serves as the home button, so it's pressable. See? Reminds you of the Ace Hardware logo. You know what? That actually maybe you may be right with that Ace Hardware logo. It runs on Marshmallow right here, as you can see. Relatively stock Marshmallow, even though hindi nga siya nougat or any. But it feels pretty good. However, it doesn't have any flagship specs. It's using a MediaTek 6753 processor, right? 6753, and pinakita ko na sa iyo yung Antutu score kanina. 37,148. Nowhere near super powerful device. It's more like on the upper edge of budget phone processing power. Yes, on the upper edge of the processing power of budget phones. Which makes me a little sad because when they're marketing this for VR, it's unfortunately a little low power for some of the more demanding VR games. And ngayon ko lang makikita if how it will run NBA 2K17. Kasi nga, I only had this for half a day and puro install lang ako ng install. Medyo manipis bezels niya. Yes, yes. It's actually, yun ang sasabihin ko. It's a nice looking phone. Even the it looks like a it reminds me of the OnePlus 3T, right? The fingerprint scanner and the bezels a little bit, and then magaan siya, and then manipis yung phone as well. Right? As you can see, merong SIM slot right there. Then yung headphone jack niya sa taas, tingnan mo, halos naputol na yung headphone jack niya. Dahil sa nipis niya. Yung headphone jack niya. It's an impressive looking phone. The specs, not necessarily impressive. So, like I said, it has 3 gigs of RAM. So let's play some NBA here. Tignan natin kung ano. Randomize, please. France. Oh my god. I don't remember NBA 2K17 to be this. Yes. Be this demanding. Holy crap, may tutorial pa. Walang tutorial dati, di ba? Oh my god, it's asking me to install Google Play service. No. Okay. Alright, let's see. Let's get that focus correct. Okay. Oh shit. There we go. Loading. Volume. Hindi nyo marinig kasi yung microphone ko nasa malapit sa katawan, sa bibig ko eh. I don't know kung ano settings nito, but we'll see. Jump. Yeah, it's definitely lagging. Whoa, look at that super slow motion. Block. Steal. Rebound. Pressing buttons. Steal. Rebound. Pass. Pass. Come on, let's do this. Pass. Fake. No. It's laggy. It's laggy, dudes. So, as you would expect from a Snapdragon MediaTek 6753, it's not the the fastest performing processor ever in land, but it's good for stuff like, you know, GTA San Andreas. However, there are some kind of minor things that I noticed. Walang modern combat. You know, this device is not compatible with this version right there. Macro natin para sa inyo. See? Your device isn't compatible with this version. So, another little issue there. Parang early days ng PS2 emulator. It's not designed. It's just not designed for heavy gaming like that. But for example, you can let's play this roller coaster VR thing. Yeah. Shut up. fuck up. It's loading. What's this? Oh, shut up! Shut up with the ads. I'm done. Go with the VR. Holy crap! This is why VR is kind of annoying sometimes. Ayun na, just go. God damn! What's going on? Ayun. Okay. So here's a VR experience, right? You can look up, you can look down. Frame rate is not necessarily, as I would say, smooth. It's around like 20 FPS. And typically what you would do is put this in your VR headset. That. Then you can, you should be able to see, holy shit, look at that! Whee! Not the best frame rate. Which is sad. But if you're not, you know, MOBA gaming is trash. Tell that to all the Clash of Clans boys and the Clash Royale boys. Otherwise, it's a perfectly decent phone, in my opinion. You know, hindi ko pa masyado natetesting yung camera. I would give the camera a score of serviceable out of 10. Serviceable out of 10. Like, it's not particularly too terrible. It's not particularly like extremely killer. God, it's not bad. It's not bad. I'm not complaining. And let's try the selfie. The selfie is 8 megapixels, so not bad. Ganyan pala ang VR ha. Kasi wala akong alam nito sa bukid. Tripod lang meron dito. Ganun talaga. Tripod is life, man. Tripod is life. What? Okay, so few things na nawiwirdohan ako dito is the fingerprint or the pin setup is parang buggy. When I started setting up the fingerprint, it would not. Yeah, let's try. Where's my? Yep, there we go. So security, like, let's set up a pin lock, right? So ipapasok ko muna yung, papasok ko muna yung luma kong pin. Alright. Let's set up a pin lock. Set up a pin lock. Okay. Pin, please. Okay. Fire pin, continue. So, let's use a 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 4. Next. 4. Oh, it works here. Nagbabag siya dun sa initial setup niya eh. So, I guess sa initial setup lang. Anyway. So, other than that, it runs relative stock Android, but it does have some bloatware. Does have, what's up, Rob? I see Sir Bob Reyes andito. Sir Bob, how are you? Kumusta ang San Francisco? Sir Bob Reyes is one of the first few people umattend ng AMD Ryzen event in San Francisco. And lahat tayo inggit sa kanya. He has an actual AMD Ryzen unit in his inventory right now. Try WebVR instead. OzVR.com. Look at that, parang nasa loob kami ng fishbowl. Mas maganda pa ata Vivo V3 Max kaysa sa V5 Lite. Probably, yeah. Kaya hindi ka na ata gumagawa ng cam comparison ng Star Mobile Crystal at ng mga bagong camera phones ngayon. There's a perfectly easy explanation as to why I stopped making camera comparison videos. Because people fucking flame me for making camera comparison videos. Because they think they know better about cameras. And honestly, camera comparison videos require a lot of work. A lot of work. And I don't necessarily appreciate na minumura ako ng mga PlayerX group fuckers when I do camera comparison videos. I'm trying my best. And wala namang mali sa camera comparison ko. It's just that they're fucking fanboys. Numura nila ako. And you know what? It's not worth it. It's not worth it. Let the Filipinos get fucked. Sorry for the language. Let those idiots not find out what phones they're supposed to buy. I just don't want to do that anymore. The work that has to be done for camera comparison videos is just too much. So much. And the reward is so little. And para sa inyo, para sa BTS community, I do that all the time. Even sa BTS live stream, I do that no problem. But for a lot of other people, sa mga camera comparison videos ko, I'm never gonna do that again. Kasi it's just a waste of my time. I don't make money from that kind of content. It's like the views are like really shitty. Right? The views are okay. But the money that comes from those views are really shitty. Kasi yung mga jejemon yung nanonood dun eh. And then yung mga jejemon yung galit na, ang ina mo, hindi ka marunong bayaran ka siguro. And just, seriously, I'm not making this shit up. Minumura ako sa mga groups. Despite the fact that all I'm trying to do is to give them better options for cameras. Ako pa yung sa kanila pa ako galit. Ay sa akin pa sila galit. So, wala na akong kinikita ang pera. Galit pa yung tao sa akin. Matrabaho pa yung camera comparison video. Matrabaho as in gawa ko ng unboxing, I'll be done in a few hours. In a few hours hindi madaling mag-unbox. Gagawa ko ng camera comparison video, mahina na yung isang buong araw simula ng alas 8 ng umaga hanggang alas 6 ng gabi. Sa lahat ng camera comparison na kailangan kong gawin. Bukod doon, yung editing pa. I-edit ko yun sina-side by side ko yun Gumawa ko ng time-lapse ng editing ko ng camera comparison video. It took like 4 hours. 4 hours of editing. 4 hours! Para for what? Minumura ka ng groups? No, fuck them. Ba? Magdusa kayo. I'm not gonna help you find a good phone anymore. Ba? I'm not gonna help you. If you watch BTS, if you're on BTS community, you're fine. Kasi anything you ask, I will answer. I will tell you what the better camera is. But I'm not gonna make any more videos. Ba? Hindi ako kumikita dyan Wala naman ako yung mga brands nagagalit pa sa akin because I compare their phones with other phones. Adrian Ginto says, matagal na akong di nakakapanood. Grabe, nag-matured na si Alex. Tapos may rant na rin. What? Kailan ka huling nakapanood? Gastos, pagod, trabaho, hassle pa, tapos mumurahin ka pa editing setup. Cut in, off, rendering. Actually, I think nasa ano ko yun I wanna try and find it. Nahuhula ako, but I think I remember where it is Let's set the autofocus back on my camera. Go. Let's see. OBS Studio, Origin Games. Where is it? I know you're around here somewhere. Old blog, no, it's not on the old blog. Rio Kokak, yeah, it's over here, right? Ito. Basahin niyo mabuti. Kasi this is gonna be like, baka hindi kayo naniniwala Baka hindi kayo naniniwala na naaasar na ako sa mga taong ganito Bukod doon hindi pa nila pinanood yung video ko, ini-screenshot lang, ini-share sa groups. So kayo na yung musga. Oh, alright. Ito. Basahin nyo Oh. Sabi ni si Mark Karandang ba to? OT. Totoo kaya kuha nito? Parang hindi Tapos, yung kuha niya, ninakaw niya pa sa kabilang group. Ninakaw niya sa kabilang group. Ngayon, tignan mo kung saan galing yung kuha. That's me. That's my video. Ninakaw niya yung screenshot ng video ko na ninakaw sa kabilang group. So, anong kinikita ko sa video na to? Wala! I don't get shit! And then I get shit on. Look at this. Okay. Mark Rabang Fariales from the Alcatel Flash Plus official user group posted front cam comparison, which is a screenshot of my video posted without fucking credit. Sino kumikita? Kumikita ako? Pinaghirapan ko? Kumikita ako? No! Look at this shit. Doon dyan si Glenn Aki. Legit na reviewer daw ako. Tama naman. Michael Miranda. Okay. Di kaya pinalitan nila front cam from Samsung lens to normal lang kasi ganito front cam sa akin. What the fuck is he talking about? Alright, let's read some of the beautiful fucking comments. Alright? Let's read some of these beautiful fucking comments right here, huh? Let's read this shit. Yo Toledo says, tanggalin natin yung... I'm gonna move. Hindi nyo nababasa kasi may natatak. That's what you'll do. Here's what we'll do. Alright? You wanna know You wanna know why I don't do camera comparisons, right? Yo Toledo says, lol, bakit ang labo ng Flare X at in favor as usual na naman sa Alcatel Flash Plus? Okay. Alright. Top JC Vulture says, di rin niya kasi inayos yung kuha. Parang basta lang may mapakitang review. Di ata ginamitan ng tripod yan Oh, shit! Lumalabas yung tripod bukid shits. Okay. Tope JC Vulture, panoorin nyo yung video niyan. Wag yang screenshot. Kitang-kita doon kung gaano siya kapangit mag-review. Kitang-kita namin na gumalaw ang camera pero di niya inulit man lang. Yo Toledo says, Alcatel Flash Plus fanatic ba siya? Mark Dale Mando Tagudin. What the fuck kind of name is that? Pinakamapangit yung Flare X's. Johnny Burr. Pangit pala front cam niyan. Namamaga pag magpicture ka. Namamaga ang mukha ha. That's because I'm fat. He's calling me fat. Alright. Nag-effort ka. Isang buong araw. Ninakaw lang yung kuha. People are still making fun of you. Alright? Ito pa. Okay. Neil Edward Diaz. Ito BTS member to Wide angle ang Flare X. Ma-autofocus talaga pag ganyan kalapit. Putang ina, walang autofocus ang selfie camera! Utak! Yo, Toledo says, pero oo nga Neil Edward, dapat kaw na lang mag-review. Since alam nila wide angle front cam niyan, nilayo niya kuha What the fuck kind of fucking what? We're talking about camera quality, not how far it is. Sire Roy, Yo Toledo, ilan na nakita mo fanbot? Neil Edward Diaz, ito na naman. Buti sana kung autofocus ang front, kaso fixed yan Parang normal selfie distance lang talaga ang focus. What the fuck? Hindi ko naman binabago yung selfie distance ng kamay ko. Hindi naman ako si Lastic Man. Ano? What? Gagawa pa ako ng camera comparison? Fuck you! Gagawa ako camera comparison yung brands na gusto ko na. Yung what I want to do. Not for you, not for these assholes. Yung mga walang perang pambili na putang ina parang kala mo pagkagagaling-galing nila. Fuck them. I try to do what I wanted to do to help these fuckers. But no, they're so fucking idiotic. They don't know when somebody is trying to help them. Wala yan, di pa yan. Ito pa. Alright, let's do this one. Buwan namin, Bonamin, putang na pangalan niya, Bonamin. Hindi siguro siya nahihilo pag bumabiyahe siya, no? Bonamin Canales Abatayo. Kung napanood nyo yung review, halos lahat ng rival brands ng Alcatel, kung hindi talaga malabo ang cam, blurred ang pagkakakuha. Sa Alcatel lang maayos ang shot. Sana inayos niya din sa ibang brand para fair at neutral ang comparisons. Just saying. Baka nahihilo siya kasi hindi siya nag-Bonamin. Si Bibiano John Aranda, parang di naman totoong vlogger yan pag ganyan eh. Brand fanboyism shit. I'm a fanboy, apparently. Bonamin, again. Okay. Totoo, napanood ko kasi niyan. Disappointed ako, blurred kuha niya sa ibang brand, especially Flare X. Halos kapantay lang kasi ng 5 megapixel ng ibang brand, 8 megapixel ng Alcatel Flash Plus. Kaya siguro, just saying. And si Bibiano, I'm gonna duck. Alright, let's read this stuff. Ayan. Tol, pangit ang kuha ng Galaxy ng Samsung S5. S5 na yan ha. Nakaka-bad trip nga eh. Ba't pa naging vlogger yan? Kapal na mukha eh. Yan pa yung kinuunan ng litrato. Hahaha. I wanna talk about this thing, no? The Galaxy S5 has a 1.9 megapixel fucking camera! 1.9! Anong makukuha mo doon? Even if it's the Galaxy S5, a 1.9 megapixel camera can only take so much fucking quality photos. Ano? Oh, Flare X pa more. Tangina nyo. Wala pa yan. Oh. Handa pa kayo. Baka umanda muna kayo. Well, hindi pa tatapos ang ano natin. Oh. Ba to? Meron, hindi, wag na to. Kasi akala niya isang camera lang ginamit ko eh. Kasi tanga siya eh. Hanap tayo ng iba pa. That's on it. That's on it. Ayun na yun. Tapos na. Sana tayong hanapin. Marami pang iba, don't worry. But that's the ones that are on this hard drive right now. Okay lang ako, YouTube. There we go. Okay, let's read some of the comments. Yan na yung tripod. Kuya, report ko, kuya, matagal na to. And Facebook being the bullshit website that it is, they don't actually care about your intellectual copyrights. And these are fucking groups. They do it all the time. They steal your content. Don't even fucking... They'll just say, free FB po ako eh. Fuck you. Free FB ka. Alam mo. Not gonna give you anything anymore. Maganda pa si Logitech webcam. Of course, that's Logitech, man. Fucking best webcam ever. Wow, these people who comment, those are dumb, sorry for it, but you need to have a seminar on that. They don't have money to go to a seminar. They don't have money to buy any. They don't have money to buy any phone. Ik na nga yan, sabi ni Christian Monte. Yan ang hirap sa mga reviewers. Punto dapat kinig. Eric's the best. What's up, Nyaw Nyaw? Nyaw says, whoa. Selfie sa bukid with tripod. Yeah, easy lang po, sabi ni Sir Rafika. Tangina mga taga-player. Buti nga yung Apollo ko ng Cherry Mobile, aminado rin yung OEM na interpolated on cam. Haha. What GT90? Gadget Addict, not even FB Group stealing my videos. Now, not even just FB Group stealing my local TV shoot too. Yeah, I saw that, I think. Yeah, it's not something you can control. The best way you can control it is just fucking add logos. Add logos to everything. That's why every time I have a show, every time all of my phones, they have BTS backgrounds on them. Wait, let me just organize my windows again because I just minimized everything. What are we doing? So ano, nasa na tayo? VR1. Let's wrap the VR1 up topic up. And cross that in. All right, so let's just read out some information about the Arsenal VR1. So it's 12,000 pesos, which admittedly a decent chunk of change. But I think for the design is very good. The build quality is very good for the Arsenal VR1. And I think that's what you're paying for. Bukod sa libreng foldable VR headset, right? It's not the best VR headset around, but ang maganda sa kanya it's foldable, right? So I would pay like, I don't know, 500 plus pesos, get a decent headset that is really foldable and like this. Wala siya, you can't strap it onto your head. There's no straps on it or anything. But for the portability, it's worth it, I think. Katasio Gaming, thank you for the subscribe. So, hook mo yung nose padding sa loob. And then, ipupush in mo yung cardboard sa sides. That. And it folds like so. So now you have a flat little guy like this. May envelope siyang pinanggalingan eh. So it comes from here. Then you put it in your envelope. Of course, you don't have to bring the envelope. You just put it in your bag like this. But as you can see, it folds up like this. It's a small, thin design that will let you appreciate VR wherever you are. Kasi hindi mo kailangan ng like big size bag to put in this little VR headset thingy. It requires like, I don't know, 1 minute of setup to get the right, fold out like this. But as you can see, I'm a VR guy now, right? So hindi naman, not a bad little guy. I would say I'd pay up to 1,000, but I'd say the value of this would be around 500 pesos based on the, the sort of the what is a waterproof material. It's kind of like the material that you get from swipe cards and stuff like that. Or yung mga alam mo yung mga folders that are plastic, the ones that you would put your school report in. That material on the folder, it's like this. But it's not bad. I like it. It's a nice portable VR headset. Unfortunately, like there's no way for the phone to be like super secure sa loob. There's no like grips or anything, so you can't VR on this na sobrang secure. You have to be worried that your phone might fall off the side. Because let's try it right now. So I'm gonna put my phone in there. Oh, VR. Oh no, the phone is gone. Oh no, and then it dropped like 5 feet. So you have to be careful. It's not designed for like heavy VR use. But it's a nice addition. However, other than that, you're getting a thin, nice build phone, right? Thin, nice build phone, and it's a super thin, made of metal. Decent design, like a OnePlus 3T or something. LTE, micro SD card, 13 megapixel camera sa likod with an 8 megapixel camera sa harap. Ang mababa dito is ang sana na upgrade nila is no Marshmallow. It's not Nougat yet. Marshmallow still. And it's only got a 2,800 milliamp hour battery. So it's definitely one of the lower size batteries for this price range, especially at 12,000 pesos. And the processor is also kind of underpowered for what you want to do with it. The VR technology or VR gaming requires more processing power than a MediaTek 6753. It is, however, a decent phone for what it is, but it's pricey. So you have to figure out how much you value design, right? The design and the extra VR headset and whatnot. The one phone that I will pit right next to this is the Alcatel Flash Plus 2, which is much cheaper than this, but this is much better built than the Alcatel Alcatel Flash Plus. So for like 4,500 more, you can get a really nice looking phone, better built with the headset and all that. and running stock Android with a little bit of bloatware. I'm not talking about bloatware dito. Let's see. It has an app that says sign up now. There. Just right there. Sign up now. Register and whatnot. So it's got some bloatware. And then meron siyang Opera Mini which I did not install. Right? Ano ba yung bloat nito? Yung top app. Yun yung sign up now eh. Other than that, it's generally stock. So it's all about how much you value the build quality. It is a kind of a competitor to around the Flash Plus 2 area of phone. A little pricey. It's a little pricey. That's what you're getting. That's what you're getting. Let's see here. I avoid talking about the channel. Like he said, only protection is logos and watermarks. But even those people will try to crop out. Yes, they will. Lagay mo sa gitna ha o sa overlay sa video para crop. Kuya, matutulog na ako. Laba mode ako bukas, sabi ni Manolito Lazaro. Hey, thank you for watching, Manolito Lazaro, and I'll see you next time. Please watch the replay if you want to keep, up to date with the technologies. The Nepgear says that's cool for portability. Yes, it is cool. Cool for portability. It's nice that, there are some people who hasn't experienced VR yet, especially, let's say, in the province. And if you have something like this, you can just, hey, you want to try this out, and then just fold it out of your bag, your pocket, or something like that, and then just show them, hey, it's a nice, friendly, white device that I folded out of my box or my bag. Just put your phone in there, and then just show them, wow, I can, play some roller coaster stuff. That's cool. Sa totoo lang po, astig ng mga videos nyo eh. Thank you, CJ. Ganda ng mga reviews nyo nga, nakakapulot din ng bagong information. Thank you. Some people don't think so. So, that's the problem. But every time, ang ginawa ko kasi is, generally, my content for reviews of Philippine brands and I do your typical review for the phones, or sometimes I just unbox. Kasi nga, I don't get a lot of money from Philippine anymore. And the fact is, I get a lot more hate than I get money. So, what I do is, I don't try to put so much effort in local gadgets, in local phones, but I do the diligence in reviewing them still, but I only show the results on BTS. Kasi sa BTS, I know at least people understand what I do, what we do, and medyo they're part of the community that don't hate. Because when you're part of the community, it's the community. As you can see sa group natin, BTS group, sa Facebook group natin, nobody's like, fuck you, you're an iPhone user, fuck you, you fucking idiot, like that. Nobody does that. Like, whatever people want to use and buy, you respect. That's our BTS community. So what I like about the BTS show is I can show you the results of my review, and there's no hate, there's no prejudice, and there's what. So nagkakaintindihan tayo, and that's why all of my local phones are reviewed on BTS only, not so much on the main channel, on the YouTube videos, because that takes a lot of work. Before Sony, even if it's everything in midnight, Space Saver yung cardboard box. Yes, Space Saver siya. VR was first shown on the Virtual Boy back then. Yes, that was a long time ago. And Virtual Boy is a failed product, unfortunately. It was too early. Virtual Boy was too early. I want to know, though, if Nintendo is interested in doing virtual reality again. But if you're gonna do virtual reality on the Nintendo Switch, it might be hard because it's a big device, so your headset will be pretty big as well. And remember, Nintendo Switch is only a 720p display, so it's not gonna be a really nice looking VR. You have to have at least 1080p for good VR, and this is 1080p, the Arsenal VR. Up to what inches pwede sa cardboard, kuya? Or made lang siya para sa... Actually, well, I don't think I have... So I have a... let's see here. What is this? Oh, this is a 5.4 inch AMOLED. This is what I VR on. The BlackBerry Priv. Because it's AMOLED Quad HD. I don't have a big phone eh. I have LG G4. Pero wala atong baterya. Let's just try to fit it on the thing. Go. Velcro on top. Oh, Velcro. And Kasha naman eh. It fits eh. LG G4 fits. There. I think up to 6 inches would be fine. Lights on the side. What's up, Port? Gandang gabi din sa'yo, Porto. Magmamadaling araw na. Oh, yeah. Alright, so what's our next topic? Where the heck, where is my status? My windows get kind of messed up when I do some change. Alright, so what's our next topic? That's the Arsenal VR1. You know, above average front camera, above average memory and ROM, 3 gigs and 32. Processor is not above average. It's the bare minimum for Android gaming these days. At least decent Android game. The display is quite above average. Nice small bezel, manipis na bezels, narrow bezels. In full HD display is nice. That's about it. It's a little underpowered. Okay, next topic is what? Let's go. Oh, Ryzen. Feeling ko nandiyan pa ba si Sir Bob? Feeling ko na turn off si Sir Bob Reyes sa ating rant time. But I wanted to see what Sir Bob was gonna say about Sir Bob being Robert Reyes. Wait, ano ba? Bob Reyes eh. Reyes. But si Sir Bob is one of the first few people who have gotten or was even attending the AMD Ryzen announcement event. And AMD Ryzen is a very, very promising product. Tama ba? Oh yeah, we have Moto M. Let's talk about AMD Ryzen, and then we'll talk about Moto M. We have a lot of topics today, huh? That's good. So the AMD Ryzen, they've been teasing the AMD Ryzen for a while now. But this is the first time, this current week, was the first time actual units were talked about, shown, and actual benchmarks were publicly revealed. There's 3 new AMD Ryzen 7, but keep in mind, Ryzen 7 is the top end of processors from AMD. There is the Ryzen 5, and if I'm not mistaken, the Ryzen 3. But yung Ryzen 5 and yung Ryzen 3 are not yet announced. Ang nakakatawa is, I think they're trying to use the same naming convention as Intel. I think the Ryzen 3 is supposed to compete with Intel Core i3, or at least that in that level, Core i3, and then I think AMD Ryzen 5 will compete with Core i5, right? Hey, Sir Robert, enjoying your rant. I'm sorry about that, sir. And it's part of the show, I guess. And then I think AMD Ryzen 7 is going to be technically competing with Core i7. But keep in mind, right? Robert Reyes, Sir Bob says, AMD gave me a Ryzen 7 1800X. That's the highest end Ryzen 7 processor. And basically the highest end Ryzen out of all the line. Asus Crosshair's 6 Hero motherboard. 2 pieces, 8GB Corsair Vengeance LPX. I have those. I have the Corsair Vengeance LPX on my system right now. Those are good memory. DR4 3000. I don't have the 3000. I have a 2400 megahertz RAM on me. Benchmarks later this week, sabi ni Sir Bob. By the way, si Sir Bob Reyes is I don't know exactly yung, I'm sorry, I might be wrong here. One of the big Mozilla Firefox guys here in the Philippines. Waited around 4 years for AMD Ryzen. That's a lot of time. A long time. But it's worth it, I guess. I mean, AMD, as we all know, been on the optimistic side, we could say they've been quiet for the past 4 years. but some people will say they were like, you know, declining. Kasi yeah, the processor performance on AMD side has been not as good as Intel for the past 3-4 years. When Intel released, you know, Haswell or oh wait, Maxwell? No, that's Pascal. That's a Nvidia. Maxwell, Haswell, whatever. The 4th generation Intel processors. When Intel 4th generation processors came out, AMD was not so super competitive anymore. The you know nanometer manufacturing process was getting better. On the Intel side, AMD was still struggling with, you know, some manufacturing process stuff. They were still struggling with, you know, power to heat stuff. That makes ang nangyari is eventually laptop developers started using Intel processors because they used less memory, used less power. They were less heat prone, less overheating. Because they use less power, right? So less power, less heat. For the past, you know, 3-4 years since 2013-20. But thankfully AMD is now basically officially back with the Ryzen processor. But I have a few things to say. This is not necessarily designed as it is a consumer product. But ang Ryzen processors are actually what they call a workstation processor. At least the Ryzen 7. If you're familiar, if you're not familiar with how workstations are considered over the entire, you know, gaming computer scene, there are technically consumer processors, which include, you know, the recent Skylake and the Kaby Lake processor, and then there's a workstation processor that's even more powerful, called the Broadwell E and workstation processor. And Ryzen technically is competing with Broadwell E, not Skylake or Kaby Lake. However, a lot of enthusiasts are preferring the enterprise, the workstation processors like Broadwell E. So makikita nyo dyan, if you have been to a motherboard retailer recently, the Skylake motherboards and the Kaby Lake motherboards are the Z170, D270, H170, B150, and stuff like that. But the Broadwell E motherboards are the X99 motherboard. They're completely different. They're more expensive. They have more memory slots generally and stuff like that. They have more features for enterprise workstation solutions. But so technically, the enterprise solutions like this, yung nasa, let's call it 1, 2, 3, and 4. 1, 2, 3 is consumer level. 4 is enterprise level. Haswell, my youngest daughter was named after. Okay, so let's call enterprise or workstation the number 4. Generally, most gamers can go up to 2 or 3. Kung tagtitipid ka, 2 or 3. But the enterprise, the highest end gamers, go for number 4. And what AMD is doing is matching the number 4 of Intel, also in terms of pricing, but not so much. It's much cheaper than Intel's solution, right? It's essentially half the price for the highest end one. But keep in mind, the highest end Kaby Lake or Skylake are like $300+. $350, mga 15,000 pesos, right? The cheapest Ryzen processor, the cheapest Ryzen 7 processor, $17,000, the Ryzen 7. And then 21,000 yung 1800, 1700X ba yun? And then there's 1800X. So let's look at this. Okay, so the lowest end one is 1700 for the Ryzen 7. This is more powerful than the Kaby Lake i7 7700K. That's the overclocking 4-core 8-thread 7700K, which is around 18,000 pesos right now. And it's about 46% more powerful, yung 1700. This is 17,000 pesos. You're gonna buy the processor by, I believe, March 2. It's a launch March 2. Let's move my chat here. There you go. My head is growing a chat box on its head. So all of the Ryzen 7 processors currently are 8-core, 16-thread. If you're not familiar with the consumer processors right now, the 1, 2, and 3 that I was talking about, that is typically, the 3 is usually 4-core, 8-thread. The 2 is 4-core, 4-thread, and the 1 is typically 2-core, 2-thread, or 2-core, 4-thread. So you can see the scale that goes to this 4 2-thread, 2-core, 4-thread, or 4-core, 4-thread number 2, 4-core, 8-thread, and then ang Intel version of the processors that is competing with Ryzen is ang maximum niya is 10 core 20 thread. I'm not sure. This is something like that. But that also happens to be $1,000. The highest end Intel Broadwell E processor is also $1,050. Now, that's the 6900K that is right here. That's $1,000. Ryzen 7 1800X is 28,000 pesos, or about $500 plus. That's half the price. Half the price for 8-core 16 thread. 8-core 16 thread. Think about how many threads. My processor right here is 4-core. Oh wait, this is the 6700. No, 7600. I think this is 4-core 4-thread. Right? I have a different processor over there that I'm not using right now because I'm reviewing this one. My other processor is a 6700. That is a 4-core 8-thread. Think about what that would do if you have times 2 of that. 8-core 16-thread. Now, for consumers, especially for just gamers that want to play games not doing anything else, you're perfectly fine with 4-core 4-thread. I'm sorry, we're talking about thread so much, but it's the part of the importance of this new Ryzen technology. But the main applications, the two main things that take advantage of more threads for consumers is, number one, video editing, video rendering. You have 16 threads, video rendering devices or software runs basically times 2 faster. And if the other application is basically gaming while streaming. Gaming while streaming. And nakita, if you were around, I think on Thursday, I tried to play a game, a very high-end game on my PC right here, which was the Ghost Recon Wildlands Open Beta, while streaming it at the same time. And you know what the problem is for me that happened? The problem was my processor couldn't handle both the game running and the streaming software at the same time. I can stream right now, as you can see, but I can't play a game, especially Ghost Recon Wildlands Open. I can play League of Legends and stream at the same time, hindi kasi ganun ka processor demanding yung League of Legends. But if you think about it, an 8-core 16-thread device or something that ganun kalakas should be able to handle gaming while streaming at the same time. Because pwede mong ibigay sa streaming is like 8 threads. And then sa game, bigay mo yung another 8 threads. Which I just proved to be important for streaming because I was not able to stream Ghost Recon Wildlands with a relatively high-end processor here, the 7600 i5 with 16 gigs of RAM. So it only goes to show that if you really want to, top-end streaming and video rendering, if you're a video creator like me, which I also, this is this technology here with multi-threaded and enterprise solution, wala na ako. Wait lang, kailangan i-reboot yung utak ko. Ano yung term? Nakalimutan ko na. Workstation solutions is great for rendering video and streaming or gaming at the same time. So as you can see, the 1800X, as sinasabi ni Sir Robert Reyes chat, 28,000 pesos. That's the highest end version. And it clocks, or it benchmarks about the same as the $1,000, or basically 50,000 peso processor ni Intel. Then we have the 1700X, which is 21,000 pesos, right? So 21,000 pesos, you get basically, yeah. What is this? 6900K i7. Oh, really? Hindi masyado naglalayo yung 700 sa 1800, oh. Processing performance, oh. Right. Okay. It's better. It's still better than the 6900K. Look at that, at 21,000 pesos, right? And then the lowest end Ryzen 7 is the 1700, which is gonna sell for about 17,000 pesos. And it's still powerful than the 7700K, which is the number 3 that I talked about. 1, 2, 3. So it's still better at 46% better than the top end consumer Kaby Lake processor of Intel, for about the same price, which is 17,000. But I can show you right now if I want, right? DynaQuest tayo. So 7700. So Intel i7 oh, this is not the K. That's the regular i77. The K, here we go. So tingnan mo yun. The price of the 7700K is literally the same or even more expensive than the workstation level 8-core 16-thread 1700 ni Ryzen 7. That's huge. That's massive. If you're into that kind of thing, right? So if you're, I like it. I paid 16,000 pesos for my 6700. That's massive. That's really good. All right, let's read some comments. Sorry if I'm being cryptic or whatever, or mahirap maintindihan. Very sorry. I'm trying to explain as best as I can. All right. Haswell gamit ko, but nag-compare ang Broadwell ULVs medyo. Baby Haswell, ang cute. AMD wants to position the Ryzen as processors as prosumer products. So I think I got yung. I also took that the same way, that AMD wants to give us an option for a more powerful processor than your typical yung up to 1, 2, 3, and gave us an in between Kaby Lake highest end and Broadwell E lowest end. They gave us an in between there, and I think it's a great sweet spot. But keep in mind, they are not budget processors, because you're still paying 17,000 for a processor. These are not gonna attack the current market for i3 or i5. i3 or i5 being 5,000 and 10,000 pesos, or like $100 and $200. The most affordable Ryzen 7 is still $300 something. However, it's a really good upgrade though for that amount of money. Like I said, it's essentially the same price as a 7700K, which is the most powerful Kaby Lake right now. But it's still better than that processor. Intel has struggled after Haswell. That's correct. Ano pinakamababa na Ryzen? That's the 1700 we're talking about. I think ang lamang lang ng Haswell over the previous gens is power efficiency. Yes. So because of power efficiency, that's why it became so popular. To be honest, kaya medyo slow ang process ng Intel because yung AMD far behind sila. Kaso pag parang pinapa-catch up lang sila para head-to-head competition ulit. So currently, Intel is having trouble with the 10 nanometer process for the next generation. And currently, that's why the news is so bleak, is that a lot of people are saying Intel is still not going to release 10 nanometer after Kaby Lake. So, next generation processors will still be 14 nanometer, and it will not be much more faster than the Kaby Lake, just as Kaby Lake was not so much faster than Skylake. From Skylake to Kaby Lake, you only get up to 15% processor increased performance, and that's the same calculation that they're making for the next 8th generation, Cannon Lake. So you're gonna get a total of 30% improvement from 2 years ago. That's not enough. That's not enough. So yes, si Sir Bob Reyes is saying 1800X 27,000, 1700X 20,000, 1700 at 17.5, right? March 2 global launch. Wala ang Ryzen na parang i3 lang. Wala. I'm gonna guess the Ryzen 3 and 5, right? The Ryzen 3 and 5 will be similar to i5s and i3s. I think. I don't know yet, but I think. There was a list of all the Ryzen processors, but I'm not gonna hindi tayo magsuspeculate. They had as low as 4-core 8-thread, if I'm not mistaken. Intel has only developed slowly over the past years. This is presumably because AMD did not manage to bring a reasonable alternative on the market after the failure of its bulldozer architecture. Well, let's hope the new Ryzen is gonna be the catalyst. Norm says, satisfied na ako sa Ryzen and still GPU kaya pa rin. Parang pang rich kid lang. Don't worry, the Ryzen 5 and 3 will be coming. Ryzen 5 and 3 will be coming. So wait a little bit. You can get an 8-core or a 6-core. I think they have a 6-core. I'm not sure. Ryzen will be coming in more variants, the 3 and 5. And they will be much cheaper. Kapag dumating na dito yan, gawa ako ng server na office na Ryzen powered. Yeah, it might be, unless there's some bugs. But I think Ryzen is a particularly good product from AMD. Pero pag sa laptop department, hanap ako ng gaming laptop in AMD na room or sulit. Yeah, let's hope AMD comes up with, low voltage, ultra low voltage or ultra low consumption processors for laptops. Because that's what Ultrabooks use, is the ULV processor. Sabi ni Sir Bob, you're correct, Alexi, based on the demos during the launch, Ryzen can handle streaming while playing better compared to Intel. Yes, that was the demo there. Another fatal fact for the red competition is that the higher waste heat of AMD's processors actually eliminated from the laptop market since the watt performance rate. Yes, so I'm really hoping that they come up with a ultra low voltage processor for laptop. I don't know what about this management problem starting with this. Oh yeah, that's Intel? They have any problems? Lisa Sue. Anyway, that's I don't know what else I can tell you about Kaby Lake or I mean Kaby. Sorry. AMD Ryzen. It's not gonna replace all of the processors that we are all using, because we're talking about a lot of processors in between. And I'm sorry kung Intel yung reference ko dito, but we're talking about Intel Atom at the extreme low end, right? We're talking about Intel Atom sa extreme low end. Wala pa ring answer si AMD nun. We have the Intel Pentium at the slightly higher end than that. Wala ring sagot si AMD. Like AMD has other processors from previous generations, but they're not as exciting, right? We have the Core i3, wala pa rin. Core i5, wala pa rin. Core i7, arguably, Ryzen might be tapping the highest end of the Core i7 with the Ryzen 1700. However, a lot of gamer budgets that don't create content, don't stream, they just want to play games. They're students, they're college dropouts ang sasabihin ko. College students. They're not necessarily going to spend $300+ for a processor. So AMD still has that. It's not going to enter the market that a lot of us are in currently. It will enter my market because I'm in that, early prosumer. Like Sir Bob says that AMD is targeting prosumer. It's targeting me, who make videos, who render videos a lot, who stream video games as well. But like I said, if you're just a budget gamer, a college student, wants to have a relatively medium medium range gaming computer, don't have a lot of money, then wala pang processor si AMD. There's no processor from AMD for you just yet. But let's hope the 3 and the 5 come soon, because it's gonna change a lot of the industry of budget gaming. And let's hope AMD continues with the AMD Vega gaming graphics cards, because I'm really crossing my fingers for AMD graphics cards. Because the monitors for AMD FreeSync are much cheaper. Sorry, I know it's very technical and very kind of non-visually interesting kind of presentation, but I hope that actually, gets you. Basically, if you're on a budget, if you're a student, wait for AMD 5, Ryzen 5, Ryzen 3. If you're somebody like me, Ryzen 7 is looking very good, and I might actually build a Ryzen system sometime this year. Cross my fingers. I might buy the processor, even just the 1700, just for my rendering and gaming stuff, and then I'll wait for the Vega. I can call it the AMD build, pure AMD build. That's all we have about the AMD Ryzen for now. Let's see, early night for me. Hey, thanks for watching, Gadget Addict. See you next time. Ryzen Mobile is coming. Yes, Ryzen Mobile. So it looks like AMD is also targeting a completely mobile system. I don't know if they're talking about ultra low voltage mobile processors for. Wait, Sir Bob, could you clarify if Ryzen Mobile is x86 based, or is it what is that called? Ano yung Snapdragon? Or Cortex, if it's Cortex A something. Motorola next. So we'll talk about Motorola after. Just out like 2 minutes from now. RJ Gola says, yeah, well, they're sounding confident in taunting Nvidia's Volta architecture. Hopefully, it's not all smoke and mirrors. I hope so too. Now, here's one anecdote, right? So one of the people I interact with is not a spokesperson, but he works for Intel, and it's understandably it's his job to talk about that the Intel is still better, right? But ang counter attack naman ng Intel, from what I can tell from what he said, is he's saying number one is he thinks AMD has not perfected the manufacturing process yet, and he thinks that AMD might be wasting a lot of silicon by creating a big batch of Ryzen processors, and being that the manufacturing process is still not perfect, they're probably losing more silicon than your typical processing processor creation but process. I'm sorry. So he's saying that AMD might be risking a lot of silicon to create these Ryzen processors to make perfect processors. Kasi if you're not aware, basically you create a big batch, right, of processors, and some of them will fail. But my friend from Intel is saying AMD is accepting a big amount of failure when creating a lot of processors. That means losses on their end, right? They're losing a lot from all these failed processors in creating them. That's what he said, right? So sabi kasi niya, kahit Intel nahihirapan mag-create ng 14 nanometer, why would AMD have better success when creating 14 nanometer? I don't know. I'm not an industry analyst, so I can't answer that. But that's what at least gives you an idea of what Intel is saying to oppose Ryzen. Sir Bob says people want to create and share content like a pro. Thus, awesome AMD Ryzen 7 pricing. Says Lisa Sue from. You know what? I agree with that. I want a workstation processor here in my house. I want just that power to render video fast. Anyway, that's the AMD Ryzen. Very promising technology. Let's wait for the 5 and 3 for people who are more on a budget. Last topic we have is the Motorola Moto M. This is a new mid-ranger from Motorola. And some people will not be impressed, but that's normal. It's not cutting edge specs, unfortunately. I'm gonna say this outright. It's got a weird spec here because it's using a Helio P15 processor. Helio P15. We've not encountered the Helio P15 ever at all. I have not, at least. I've never encountered the Helio P15, and unfortunately, nung event we were not able to do Antutu scores on that. But the Helio P15 is basically an upgraded Helio P10, kind of. So it's got a, you see, 2.2 gigahertz 64-bit Helio P10. Wait, well, that's not it. The first version is the Helio P15. There's a P10 version and there's a P16 version. Unfortunately, we weren't able to benchmark it. Other than that, it's a really beautiful looking phone, as you can see right there. Fingerprint scanner sa likod. I got a nice camera, little thingy, some about the, ano, M as in metal, M as in metal. I knew it. See here. Got a full HD display, 1080p, 5.5 inch. It's made of metal, like I said, chamfered edges. Pretty nice looking design. Actually, I have a video, so let's watch the video so you know more about the specs. There we go. Oh, didn't type it right, but it worked. Here it is. It's our video. I brought a clip. There you go. I'm minute ko yung music. I muted the music because it was copyrighted. But here's the Moto has a new mid-ranger. That's what it looks like. Helio P15, like I said. Fingerprint security. Curved glass in front. Chamfered edges on the body. 16 megapixel main camera, 8 megapixel front. Oh, thank you, Sir Bob. Thank you for dropping by and giving us your opinions on the matter. And we really like your love your insight on the launch. And sana bigyan mo kami ng Ryzen. I'm just kidding. Thank you, Sir Bob. Thank you very much for dropping by, spending your time with us. Gonna watch Laurelin F. Intel's processor is locked, whereas AMD is unlocked. That's true. Also, there are more processors that are locked on the Intel side. All right, let's get back to this video. Stock Marshmallow, and it comes with free case and screen film. Available now for $14,999. So not the cheapest phone out there, but that's what you would expect from Lenovo Lenomoto. It's made of metal. It's got 3 gigs of RAM, 32 gigs of storage. Wait. 4 gigs ata yung nasa Pilipinas, right? Yeah, Let's go to my website and make sure. I'm pretty sure it's 4 gigs of storage. 4 gigs of RAM. It's got 2.2 gigahertz octa-core Helio P. What the heck? Mali yung nilagay ko. P10 nilagay ko. 5.5 inch 1080p curved glass. 6.01. Holy crap, mali yung 6.0.1, hindi 601. 16 megapixel face detection autofocus camera. 8 megapixel front. 4 gigs of RAM and 64 gigs of storage. 3050 milliamp hour non-removable battery. And it's got a fingerprint sensor. It's got Dolby Atmos audio, free case, and screen film. Not much to say about this phone. I don't have much to say about this phone. This is a above average mid-range, or a No, it's an above average entry level spec phone or a very mid-range phone. The main question mark here is the Helio P15. How the Helio P15 is gonna perform, huh? If it's got like 40,000 and to score, it'll be decent. But admittedly, 15,000 pesos is a lot to ask for this for the specs that you're getting. Admittedly, and I'm sorry Motorola, this can be easily beaten by a Zenfone 3. Right? So a Zenfone 3, like, now admittedly yung 5.2 inch ng Zenfone 3 is still 17,000 pesos. No, not the Mac. Some tablets. Not the deluxe, not the laser. Wow, meron sila nung imported na Zenfone 3 dito. Wow. What is this? Yeah, ships from abroad. Tama siya. So, option number 1, import a Zenfone 3. Option number 1 is you're importing a 3 gig RAM version of the Zenfone 3. It's still got the 16 megapixel camera that's optically stabilized. The Motorola does not have an optically stabilized camera. Keep in mind, it has a much more powerful Snapdragon 625 processor, shoots 4K video, all made of metal, has a fingerprint scanner, and has a lot of bloatware. Unfortunately, has a lot of bloatware kumpara sa Motorola, which has no bloatware. And ito yung official na Zenfone 3 regular with 4 gigs of RAM, 64 gigs of storage. This is more katapat ng Moto M. Metal and glass build, 64 gigs of storage with 4 gigs of RAM, 16 megapixel camera with optical stabilization, 4K video, really awesome camera, 8 megapixel front, fingerprint scanner, and everything. So this is the closest competitor that I would mention versus the Moto M. If I were to choose between the two, I would pick the Zenfone 3 because it's got a much better processor. Much better processor. So yun ang ano mo dyan. Yun yung that's how you would have I would have a problem with the Moto M. Is that it's a little bit hard to sell with the specs that it gives you. Now, if you don't have the extra 1,590 pesos to get the Zenfone 3, or if you don't like bloated software, this might be good. But keep in mind, the 1080p display, 16 megapixel non-stabilized camera, Helio P15, Marshmallow. I don't know kung magkakanugat siya. And the Zenfone 3, unfortunately, di pa rin nagkakanugat. May bugs yung... It's better than the Vivo V5. V5 Lite. Honestly, if you can get this one though, this is awesome. I think this is a really good value for the 3 gig version of the Zenfone 3. But it is imported, not officially in the Philippines. Cheapest one you are supposed to be able to get in the Philippines. This one, the Zenfone 3 5.2 inch. I don't know what else to say about the Moto M. I have nothing. It doesn't have the Motorola features that I like. Like it doesn't have a Moto voice. Doesn't have Moto display. It doesn't have the shit. I wish yung Motorola ko dito had battery. Doesn't have the twist to camera. It doesn't have the chop to flashlight, right? So essentially it's a very stock Android but marshmallow phone, right? It's gonna be hard to sell one to people who have better options. Fortunately, it's a nice Motorola phone. I don't think it's 15,000 pesos worth. Okay. Has the Dolby Atmos whatever thing that is, whatever. But it is sleek. Yes, it is sleek. Yes. But admittedly, the Zenfone 3 is attractive. Where's my Zenfone 3? Nahihiya ko doon. I gotta go to the bathroom. What do you want to do? Let's watch this one. Because this is the Vivo V3 and it's still better than the Vivo V. I'll be right back. So question dito is, ba't di nag-Snapdragon si Moto M? That's a very, very good question. Very good question. Sadly, they went with the MediaTek 60, Helio P15. Let's Antutu score. Nino Mercurio, what's up? Alright, let's watch this video from Gizmothon. I'm sorry. Sorry for stealing your video. Score. Nagbalik ang The Kokak Show. What's up, Lucky Poo? What is the score of the Antutu? Whoa! That's pretty good. What the heck? 53,700 Antutu score. That's a pretty high score. That's pretty high. I guess there might be some promise for the Moto M kung 53,000. But I'm still not gonna buy it. I'm still not interested in the Zenfone 3 score is like 60,000+, right? So I'm still not convinced, but it's a good entry from Motorola. I think they need to do more. I think there was a time when Motorola launched a very affordable phone here in the form of the Moto X for less than what, 60,000. They need to get back into selling us those phones, selling us, you know, not necessarily the high-end devices, but you know, a year or two old phones for a very low price. I love the Moto X. It should still be here. Yeah, my boy, this is my jam. I hear. One of my most favorite phones ever. Moto X. 2nd gen. What's up, CJ? Sana nag-Snapdragon na lang yung Moto. I know. I share the same sentiment. Though si Motorola, meron silang Snapdragon ta. It was the recent the Snapdragon, the Moto G4. Right? Yeah. Go to Lazada. I'm sure it's there. Moto G4. Ang problema ng Moto G4, it's using the old Snapdragon processor. 617. Wala siya this time. Never mind. DJ says, I have Moto E2 4G LTE. It's a good phone. It's a good phone. I mean, the cameras are not super impressive. Wala atang autofocus yung camera ng E2 eh. But, I mean, it's a good phone. I think Motorola phones are always excellently built. The calling capabilities are just really good. The antennas are really good. May Moto PH. Hello Moto PH ba yung website nila? I wanna go to their local site. Motorola Philippines? Ayan, homepage. I just watched your Moto X na review, matagal na yun. Yung nagtanong pa ako pwede mag-giveaway. Sorry man, I can't give it away. I still have it though. I still have my Moto X. It's buried somewhere here. Where'd it go? It's somewhere here. Hindi, andyan na. Anyway. So let's talk. Yung isa nilang Snapdragon is the Moto G4. These are Snapdragon 617, so they're not very good. But yeah. Right? This is a Snapdragon 617. Sadly, one of the laggy processors out there. Laggy and overheating and thermal throttling processors. Not something I would suggest you should. All right, we have, I guess, one more topic. Not Robert Liban. Technically, we have one more topic. I don't know if you're interested. The LG X Power 2. So there's a very good chance na dumating sa Pilipinas itong X Power 2. It's a good chance because nilabas na yung X Power 1 dito sa Pilipinas eh. Alright, let's read about it. LG will be showing a G6 flagship. It's a video too. Let's watch the official LG X Power 2 video with some audio para ma-flag tayong copyright. Lord knows I like getting copyrighted. But hindi naka 1080p. What the fuck? Come on, YouTube. Fuck. Alright. May boat dun, no?
And there it goes. That is just perfect. Mine's dead too.
Oh, can we go now?
Well, I don't want to miss it while I'm charging.
Give it up, man. There's no whale coming. Let's just go back before I get scurvy, too.
Happy anniversary, Kent.
Honey, I'm gonna go charge this real quick.
Hey, you guys, look!
Oh.
Guys, look at the water!
Whoa!
Holy
Nag-eclipse pa? What the heck?
Jumping Jehoshaphat! The meteors are breaking up in the atmosphere!
What the heck?
Oh, the battery!
Stupid phone!
Ooh, not bad at all. Do you see what the Aurora did to my hair?
That's what you took?
Don't I look great? Hashtag lit. I am going to get so many follows. With an ample 4500 mega ampere battery, you'll
Wait, what?
always have enough power to reach your moment.
Sabi niya,
LG, with an ample
4500 mega ampere, hindi milliampere, mega ampere sabi.
4500 mega ampere battery, you'll always have enough power to reach your moment. LG X Power 2. Squad fee.
Quad fee. Wait, may ano siya? May dual, may wide lens siya? For selfie? Wait. Let's see this stuff. Alright, so LG X Power 2, replacing the original X Power. The X Power 2 sports a 5.5-inch 720p display, 4,500 mAh battery. Alright, let's see. Specs. Here we go. Ang gusto ko dito nakanugat na siya. That's the number one thing. What's up, RJ Macaldo? Yes, malapit na mag-uwi yan. Tatapusin lang natin itong topic na to. We have 15 minutes to go before we end the show. So it's got an Android Nougat. That's one of the biggest important things for me. Wala pa akong nakikitang Nougat. I haven't touched Nougat ever except for a slight time sa Nexus 6P. May nanalo na. Sino nanalo? It's got 5.5-inch display, 720p IPS. Not the best, but not bad. 13 megapixel camera, not bad. 5 megapixel front. Octa-core, 1500 mAh. So ano yung octa-core niya? I like the ad though. The advertisement is kind of funny. It's not super serious, so it's interesting to watch. It's a MediaTek 6750, so not the best processor, unfortunately. We have micro SD, 4,500 mAh battery, and that's it. A few things that are super important here, right? Android 7.0 Nougat. Thank God. Android 7.0. The camera is 1/3-inch size, 1.12 micron pixels. Not bad. And 4,500 mAh battery. That's promising. I like Nougat. I like large battery. The problem is how much are they gonna sell it for? If we're basing from the X Power from LG, MediaTek again. Yes, it's MediaTek. Fortunately. LG X Power. Oh, wala siya dito. Go to Argo Mall. Yes, the MediaTek show. Don't hate. We talk about other phones here. LG X. So, yeah. So, LG X Power is 8,500 sa Pilipinas. So, if we're gonna base it on the same price of the LG X Power, it's not bad. 8,500 for a 720p, like 6750. Not the best, but it's LG and it's Nougat and it's got 4,500 mAh battery. If it's 8,500, I'll give it a thumbs up. Where's my music? During best ko napapanood, una palang lakas ng tawa ko. It's not bad. It's a nice ad. I like the ad. That's presented to you by my Motorola Tumblr thing. Alright. I think that's about it. Android Oreo is coming. Yeah, let's hope for the new Android version. I really want Nougat. I don't have the... They said the Huawei P9 was gonna get Nougat. they canceled the update. They said what is this? They said the Zenfone 3, which I have on the bag right there, was gonna get nougat. Still no nougat. I really want some nougat in my life. I might just buy a chocolate bar with nougat. Toblerone. Sad life. Sad life. But that's about it. That's it for the big time show. What a wonderful, wonderful show. And tomorrow, keep in mind tomorrow if you have free time, ano pa na nangyari sa Kimstore? Kimstore's back, dude. DJ, Kimstore's back. Go to our fan page. Kimstore. Kimstore. Kimstore's back. They have posted this. And they're back. I don't know what units that they're selling right now, but at least currently they are back. As you can see, the love we feel is real. Thank you so much, community. Never thought we'd mean this much, but based on the comments we've been reading at our recent post, the love is here. We're reading every single one of them. Thank you, we love you so much. I don't know if all the stocks Android Choknat. Tapos na yung letter C. Wala na Choknat. It's alphabetical, and we're at letter N. So LMN, O, possibly Oreo, and then P, Q, R, S, T, W, B, Y, Z. M. Foini Dionisio, what's up? Alright guys, so I guess that calls it for the show. Thank you very much for watching. And like I said, if you have time, you're gonna buy the ROG GX800. Are you gonna buy your Netgear? Are you gonna buy the GX800? Are you sure? It's a lot of money. Yeah. Send me some money. Tomorrow we'll be live streaming a little bit earlier than today. Tomorrow we'll be live streaming the LG G6 launch from LG. Right? So watch out for that if you're a fan of LG, if you're looking into the LG G6, or if you just want to watch a live stream at about 6 p.m. Philippine time, which is like in Japan that would be like 8 p.m. I don't know about the rest of the world. 6 p.m. also in New York, I guess. 6 a.m. in New York. But that's about it for the show. Thank you very much for watching. And then next week will be another scheduled BTS show where we will be talking about Mobile World Congress and all of the funny, amazing new products from Mobile World Congress. And this is going to be, another action-packed BTS next week. So, very much for watching. See you guys next time. Bye-bye. Dab. Marunong ba ako mag-dab? Dab. Dab! Bye-bye. My webcam is not keeping up with my dabs. Dab. Bye. Stop. 3, 2, 1.